it's Reagan, and today I'm here to do a video I've been seeing popping around YouTube that I absolutely love to watch because I find it fascinating. So I thought I would hop on board and do it myself, and that is popular books I have not read yet. I think on BookTube we love to talk about the books we have read, obviously because we review books, but there are just so many books to read in so little time that there are a lot of books, at least for me, that are super well known that I just have not read yet. It might be because it's just not maybe one of my favorite genres. I just lost interest, it might be overhyped, and I just wasn't really interested in reading it right now. For whatever the reason, I haven't read these books yet. I think some of them might surprise you, some of them might not surprise you at all if you know me. But anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right in. And I feel like I should just go ahead and start with like the biggest one, and he kind of has his own category, and that is John Green. I have read one John Green book in my entire literary career, and that is Looking for Alaska, which I thought was just alright, but that is a video for another day. Which means I have not read, I repeat, The Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, Catherine, there's some other ones. I just haven't read them, and to be completely honest, I'm not really interested in reading them. I like John Green, especially as a dude. He's a great author. He does a lot for the YouTube community and like the reader community. I'm just not like a big contemporary reader. That's not really my genre, and I just haven't read those books. It's a never say never situation. I might read his new one. I might read The Fault in Our Stars at a later date, but as it stands now, I haven't read it, and I don't really have any direct plans to pick any of them up soon. The next big book I have not read, which might surprise you, is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's right, another super famous contemporary book I have not read. This one's not even that long. I don't know why I haven't read it. I haven't even seen the movie. I've heard really good things about this book. Again, it's not like a purposeful, I just don't ever want to read this book. It's just never really appealed to me directly, and I just haven't read it. Obviously it's a well-loved book. It's a well-loved movie. I feel like I'll probably see the movie before I read the book because Emma Watson, and don't judge me too hard for that. But yeah, this is another book I have not read yet. Next on my list is the Divergent trilogy, which is a little more surprising because it's definitely more in line with the genres I like to read. I read the first book, Divergent, but I never continued on with, what's the second one? Insurgent or Allegiant. Obviously, I've heard pretty mixed things about the third one and the whole movie franchise doing like, I didn't really have the desire to continue on. I probably will not finish this series. This is probably one I'm just gonna let be in the past. But again, nothing against it, just haven't read it. The next book series I do really want to read, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, and Jesse's probably gonna kill me when he realizes I've never read this, and that is Miss Peregrine's, like any of them. I haven't read any of the books in this trilogy. It's a well-loved trilogy, and I really feel like it's what I would actually really enjoy. It's dark, it's whimsical, but it has like a quirkiness to it. It's about a boy who kind of finds a home of lost children who all have like powers, and it kind of starts the adventure from there. Obviously it's been turned into a movie, but I'm really interested in this book trilogy, and I have no idea why I haven't read it yet. I literally have no excuse, but I have not read it yet. Another big one is Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead. This was a super popular series, I feel like maybe 2.5 years back after the Vampire Academy series ended, which I never actually finished either. The Bloodlines series came out and it was super popular. It's like a dark paranormal romance, it's like addictive, but I never picked it up because I never finished Vampire Academy. I'm actually kind of still mildly interested in it for those moments where I'm craving dark paranormal cheesy romance, but I can't read it until I finish Vampire Academy, and I'm probably never gonna finish Vampire Academy, so I'm like stuck in limbo with this series, but I haven't read it yet, so that's still the truth. Moving on to the rest of the contemporary books which I have not read, that I probably should. One of them is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. This is a book I really want to read. I really feel like this is right up my alley when I'm feeling like contemporary. It's fun, but it has deeper elements, and it has a road trip in it, and I love road trips. This is a super popular book, very well loved, and again, something that really does appeal to me. Also on that same vein is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I've not read Eleanor and Park. Please don't yell at me. A well-loved book. I love Rainbow Rowell's books. I don't know why I haven't read it yet, but I haven't, and now just so much time has passed, I just don't know when it's gonna happen. I've read Fangirl by her and Carry On. Loved both of those books a lot. I've also read another contemporary book by her that's escaping my brain, but it's an adult contemporary that I really like. I like Rainbow Rowell. I have not read Eleanor and Park though. The next one is If I Stay, and this has also been adapted into a movie. This is a dramatic YA contemporary. I don't know why I haven't picked this up, but I feel like for whatever reason the time to have read it has passed for me. I might pick it up in the future. It does sound really good and I've heard really good things about it. It's just, again, in a genre that I don't pick up very often, and it's like kind of sad, and normally when I want to read contemporary I want to be like, oh, so cute, so fun. So that's probably why I haven't picked it up. But yeah, I do feel like I need to quickly stay just because I do read a lot of fantasy. Some fantasy books I have not read yet that I'm a little embarrassed about. First off, I've only read the first 3 Game of Thrones novels. That is right. So I haven't read 4 or 5. I'm caught up entirely on the show, but there's something about the novels that I just like don't like as much as the show, and I know that is so controversial. Please don't get mad at me. But I do feel like I will finish that series as it moves forward. I also have not read any of the Discworld series, which I'm super disappointed about because I feel like I'm gonna love it. It just looks so kooky and so fun and just a really lighthearted but kind of darker fantasy series. It's just very, very long. And the last thing I feel like I need to note is I have not read enough Neil Gaiman. I've only read 1 Neil Gaiman book. I have not read American Gods. I've not read his other darker paranormal fantasy book. There's so many. I've only read Graveyard Book and Stardust. So I've read 2. But some of his more acclaimed adult fantasy fiction I haven't read, which I think is so silly, and I need to pick them up. So those are definitely also on my list in the future for sure. Alrighty guys, those are popular books I have not read yet. Let me know down below some books you have yet to pick up and read, as I would love to know. And I will see you soon with another video soon. Goodbye!